Late one summer, four friends embarked on a camping trip deep within the heart of an ancient forest. The dense canopy of trees created an inky blackness that swallowed the sunlight, leaving the campsite in a perpetual twilight. On their second night, as they huddled around the flickering campfire, a peculiar feeling settled upon them. The forest, once alive with the sounds of chirping crickets, fell eerily silent. A rustling in the underbrush caught their attention, but they dismissed it as a raccoon or a deer. Their laughter faded into nervous whispers as they heard twigs snapping in the distance. Peering into the darkness, they saw a shadowy figure, tall and imposing, its features shrouded in the night. Frozen in terror, they watched as it moved closer, its footsteps unheard against the forest floor. A chill settled over the campsite as the figure stepped into the feeble glow of the firelight. The friends could now discern a gaunt face, pale as the moon, eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. No words were exchanged, the figure simply stared, its gaze piercing their very souls. A primal fear gripped them, urging them to flee, but their bodies refused to obey. In that moment, the figure's lips curled into a sinister smile, sending shivers down their spines. With a sudden, swift motion, the figure turned and melted back into the shadows, leaving the friends bewildered and horrified. Unable to shake off the dread, they hastily packed their belongings and abandoned the campsite, vowing never to return. In the safety of daylight, they shared their chilling encounter with locals who spoke of an ancient forest spirit, a guardian with a penchant for testing the courage of those who dared to tread too deep into its domain. The memory of that night haunted the friends, a reminder that some mysteries of the forest were best left undisturbed. In the heart of a dense forest lay a clearing shrouded in an eerie silence, a silence that whispered of ancient secrets and lingering spirits. Unfazed by the area's ominous reputation, a brave family decided to set up camp there one fateful summer. As the sun dipped below the horizon, they gathered around their campfire, sharing stories and laughter, trying to dispel the sense of unease that hung in the air. On the second night, the family was jolted awake by soft, haunting whispers that seemed to seep through the fabric of their tent. At first, they dismissed the sounds as the wind rustling through the leaves. But the whispers grew louder, more distinct, forming words in a language long forgotten. Fear clawed at their hearts as they realized these voices weren't of the living world. Summoning their courage, they called out into the darkness, hoping for an explanation. "Who's there?" The words hung in the air, unanswered. Instead, the whispers intensified, surrounding them like a spectral choir. Shadows danced on the tent walls, taking on shapes of people, elongated and ethereal. The family huddled together, their breaths shallow and rapid, as the apparition seemed to beckon them into the night. In a rush of terror, they decided to abandon their campsite, believing that distance from the clearing would silence the voices. Yet, as they hastily packed, they saw faint figures flickering at the edge of their vision. These apparitions, draped in mist, moved silently among the trees, their eyes holding the weight of centuries. The family fled through the forest, their hearts pounding in their chests. Upon returning home, they researched the clearing and discovered its haunting history. It was believed to be a sacred place for an ancient tribe, a spot where rituals and ceremonies were conducted to honor the spirits of the forest. Those who camped there were said to be intruders, disturbing the spirit's eternal rest. The family's experience became a cautionary tale, passed down through generations, a reminder of the thin veil between the living and the dead. The haunted campsite remained untouched, a sanctuary for the spirits that roamed the woods, warning those who ventured too close that some places were best left undisturbed, their secrets buried in the silence of the ancient trees. Deep within a sprawling forest, four friends embarked on a camping trip, seeking adventure beneath the starlit canopy. On their second night, curiosity led them further than intended. Lost and gripped by darkness, their campsite seemed like a distant memory. As night settled in, strange occurrences unnerved them. Shadows danced, and eerie laughter echoed around them. Anxiety mounted when one friend, then another, vanished without a trace. Fear-stricken, the remaining two stumbled upon a ranger station. Breathless and frantic, they reported their friend's disappearance. Search parties scoured the forest, but the missing campers were never found. The woods had swallowed them whole, leaving behind an unsolvable mystery. Rumors circulated among the locals. Some whispered about a vengeful forest spirit, angered by their intrusion. Others spoke of an ancient curse, claiming the forest took those who dared to challenge its secrets. The friend's disappearance became a cautionary tale, shared by campfires, a chilling reminder of the perilous unknown within the forest's depths. Years later, a worn journal was discovered deep in the forest, hidden within the hollow of an ancient tree. Its pages spoke of a lost tribe, protectors of the woods, who had left behind a powerful artifact guarding the heart of the forest. The missing friends, it seemed, had unwittingly trespassed into the tribe's sacred territory. The artifact, an amulet, held the spirits of the tribe, guiding and protecting the forest for centuries. When the friends unknowingly disturbed it, the spirits grew restless, seeking retribution. The amulet's power enveloped them, drawing them deeper into the woods until they became one with the ancient trees, forever bound to the heart of the forest. Their story became a warning etched into the annals of the town's folklore, a tale of a vengeful forest and the friends who dared to challenge its ancient magic, now whispered with trepidation by those who dared to venture near.